What's up, gang? Paul with Stud Pack. Welcome back to the DIY Dream House. Less than 2 years ago, we built the garage right next door, the Dream Garage, affectionately known by our viewers as the Garage Mahal. And when it came time to trim out the back, we used very expensive cedar. And in only a year and a half, it is faded, cracked, and warped. Turns out it is no match for the Texas sun. And so for this massive back porch on the back of the Dream House, we wanted to use a product that's not gonna crack, not gonna fade, and it's gonna look great years and years down the road. So I scoured the internet, and guys, I found it. So let's turn this back porch into the best looking back porch in the entire state of Texas. Let's get started. And to get started on this back porch, we need to plan ahead and envision what it's gonna look like when it's all done. We gotta run electrical now because we can't run it later. We have a detailed lighting plan, and it calls for 3 ceiling fans out here. It's gonna be great on a hot summer Texas night, all 3 fans. So we got 1, 2, 3 in the middle. We just pull the number here across from our band on the building to the foam beam we put up, made a mark in the middle. Same thing on the other end, pop the line, and our fans are on that line. This one's in the middle of the length, and the other 2 are 64 inches from each end. The only thing we had to think about was how far down to put the box. And for that, we needed a piece of our strapping, which we're gonna use this leftover decking from the wedding, right? It's gonna be perfect for us. And there's a piece of our finished ceiling, and that's 1 1/8 inches. So based on the height of the box, we knew that the top of the box had to be 7/16 up. So that's why these blocks are 7/16 of an inch above the bottom of the truss. So now let's wire them up. It's gonna be really easy. I got some blue 14-3. That's gonna give us a fan switch leg and a light switch leg. We're gonna start with that one, pick up the middle one, the one behind Jordan, and everything's gonna be switched from right here. Let me get my electrical tools, strippers, run some cable.
And you have your electric stapler, right? That new tool?
Oh.
It's gonna make it go so fast?
I do have it, but not with me. I'll go get it. It's worth it.
Really?
Yes.
All right, me and Rad will rip some strapping while you're gone.
I'll grab that and lunch.
Cool. So me and Rad got straight to work ripping plywood while Dad went to his dad cave.
All right, Milwaukee Romex stapler, where's that thing? Boom, right here. Awesome. And 4 1/8 inch hole saw. Nice, right on top. All right, now I need some exterior rated GRK cabinet screws. 330 for 29 bucks. I better get 2. And I'm all back from a lunch run and a tool run. Let's start running cable on the Dream House back porch. Yeah. All right, here's our middle box for our middle fan. Let me show you a cool detail about these boxes. So whenever you put a receptacle or a switch or a dimmer in a box, it takes a 632 screw, right? And most lights use an 832 screw, but fans, number 10. So this box has a movable nut, I guess, so that you can move it to 832 or 1032. So make sure you're on the 1032 for fans. I screwed it to the my blocking with the included 4 screws. Here's my ground. I had to drill a hole in the 2x4, the 2x4 to make room for the threads on the grounding screw, right? And now we're gonna run our blue wires. First time I've used the blue wire. This is 14-3, and the blue coating just tells inspectors that it is 14-3 instead of the white, right? Way back in the day, it was all white, all 14-2, 12-2. Inspector had to go up and read the cable. Now they can just look at the colors, all right? And now, my favorite new tool, a Milwaukee stapler for Romex. Look at that. Not too tight, not too loose, just right. Now I'm gonna make up the box. Punch the knockout out. Let's see if I can get these 2 14-3s through there. I'm gonna cut a little bit of an angle on there. Get one and then the other. We tried stripping it first, but there's no way. There's one. I don't know how this tool does it, but it knows when you're stacking cable. So I've got 2 right here that I'm gonna drive 1 staple across. And I think this tells the tool the height of the cable, right? So I've got 2 here. I'm gonna fire a staple, and it just knew to set it. It's not too much, it's not too little. So pretty cool. Let me strip these wires, make up the grounds, move on to the next one. All right, I'm gonna cut these the same length, Jordan. Always do that.
So what I'm watching is you cutting the wire with your strippers and stripping the wire with your knife.
Yep.
Is it opposite day?
Yeah, it is opposite day.
What's that about?
Well, these strippers, my favorite by Klein, that's for 14.2 and that's for 12.2. These won't work for 14.3. I wonder if they're making a pair like that.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. So I just got to do it the old school way. All right, confession. First mess up of the day. It's been a while since I wired up a box, so I usually leave one of these grounds long, right? I can take the long one, come up here, wrap it around the ground screw, bring it back down so the ends are the same, right? We want the ends to be the same right now. So I didn't do that, so I just got a piece of ground wire from the same cable, put it around my ground screw, and now I will do this. A grounding wire nut, got a hole in the end for that. And I almost always pre-twist, but with number 14, I don't feel like I have to. And I know they make all kind of tools to do this, but we're just getting started here. And that's ready to make up on our light fixture, our fan, right? So I'm gonna tuck those in there, and I'm even gonna go ahead and pre-wire this. So when it comes time for the finishes, all I have to do is connect the fan. And I'll use a 3-slot Wago. That'll give me 1 spare for my light, and 1 spare for my fan motor, and 1 spare for the neutrals. There's a big part of me that wants to skip this step right now so we can get this ceiling installed, but it'll be worth it on fan hanging day, just to take the cover off the box, and I'm all ready to go. There you go, guys. And it comes with these covers. I like them. I like them because it keeps the drywall dust out of them when you're inside, and when you're outside, it keeps the dirt daubers out of them. This video is brought to you by Vevor. Vevor makes tools for all the trades. Tough tools for half the price. And today we have a couple of their pipe crimping tools. Let's start with a manual hydraulic tool. It even comes with a PEX cutter and a copper tubing cutter. With these dies, it'll install the press type fittings on copper pipe. And with these dies, you can install the crimp ring on PEX B pipe. It's got a 360-degree rotatable head for all those tight spots you get into whenever you're doing plumbing. It comes with a single crimping head that will accept all those dies, installs real easy on the crimping head for high efficiency installations. And if you do a lot of this and you want the battery powered version, check out this one right here. You got a charger, 2 batteries, the installation tool with the same 360-degree rotatable head, and 3 jaws, plus room for 2 more jaws if you want to expand your system. And each battery will crimp around 200 fittings when fully charged, and the high efficiency motor delivers up to 60% faster crimping speed to significantly improve installation efficiency. And I put in so many shower valves in my life in a wooden wall with an open flame on a propane torch, trying to boil the water out of the pipe so the solder would flow. Just leave the water in the pipe and press fit it instead, and sleep soundly at night knowing you didn't set a house on fire. So if you're ready to up your plumbing game and put away all your soldering tools and you want to check these out, check the link below in our description. We have 2 codes for you. One's 8% off of these tools right here with code VTOPUS right here. And then we have a site-wide code, anything at all on the Vevor website, 5% off with the code VEVT5 right here. Thanks so much to Vevor for sponsoring our video. Let's get back to work. All right, guys, all our fan light wiring is done. Now it's time for the wiring in the post. All it's going to be is a little step light that recesses into a single gang box. So we got some number 14.2 here. I got a 3/4 inch drill bit in an extension, and got to go 3/4 because this has to go through the hole as well. Now the last one I hit a screw. Let's see how I do here. I'm going to get above the bit so I don't take a sawdust bath. And we're through. Okay, Rad, where's that push stick? And I'm going to pull the cable through with this wire. This is actually wire to hang acoustical ceilings. I always keep some in my truck. I would use my fish sticks, my glow rods, but I gave them to Austin. And he's not here today, so we're going to go the old school way. And I just got to stab the upper one. Oh, wow, I went through. I went right through. I think it's helpful for the guy who does the drilling to do this part too, because he knows the angle, right? I just stripped a couple inches, and I'm just going to bend it like that. I don't feel like I need to tape it, because I'm just going through here. We've been doing all right so far. Okay, right, I got this.
Okay.
Easy.
Nice.
Perfect. Get rid of that. And we're going to pull it all down to ground level, cut it off, do the last one. It was a little hard to see when we were doing the fan boxes up there, but check this out.
Wow.
That's it. How many times have I like try to hold a staple, hit it, start it, it falls, I hit my finger. Love this tool. All right, post lights are done. Now let's run the cable for the cans.
And when we're running the cable, we want to coil it up where we think the light is going to go later. That light location is based on the fan blade diameter, because the last thing you want is that nighttime vibe to be absolutely ruined by flickering light on your porch due to bad light placement above the fan blades.
Back on site the next morning, got in here early, cleaned up, set up our rolling scaffold so we don't have to fool with the ladders. We even brought our chop saw outside because we don't have to walk inside and make all those cuts. It's going to be bang, bang, bang today. And just like on the Dream House, we used a maintenance-free product. We want to go with the same thing on the ceiling because on the garage back porch, we use cedar. It's cracking, it's fading. We want to go maintenance-free and not have any of those issues. And we're about to show you our forever product, but before we do that, we got to get ready to install it, which means strapping in this direction because we're actually going to install our product going this way. Jordan, Rad, Austin, and myself spent a lot of time talking about which direction to go. If we go this way, which is the normal way, right, then we have all those seams to deal with. So we're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to go this way, hence the strapping, and no seams. It's going to be a lot quicker install as well. And so you're probably thinking, Stud Pack, that's going to look ridiculous. Your ceiling on the porch is going this way, and you're going to go this way on the back porch of the house. That's right, guys. Who knows? We may change that later, and at the end of the video, we're going to step back and look at the two of them, and we're all going to decide along with you. So let's start putting up some strapping. We got all our tools ready. Let's get to work. All right, all the strapping is up, and that probably took like 30 minutes. Me and Rad up here, Jordan and Austin cutting, and then as you can see right here, we kind of crashed into our fan boxes, so we just did that, no problem. Then we immediately proceeded to put up our perimeter track for our piece of snap-on trim for our ceiling material. Now, I'm tired of beating around the bush, trying to keep it a big secret, but we are using CamClad for our ceiling. It's gonna look like that. And this is a really high-tech material. We're gonna get into all the details later, but Paul tries to plan ahead and he goofed. So you remember this gap right here? And I said in the previous video, the strapping and the trim piece will cover it, no problem. We don't have to worry about it. So we were flying with our trim piece. We got to this corner and I was over here and I go, uh-oh guys, we're about to put it up. And I said, uh-oh guys, pump the brakes because, so there's our track. Our trim piece snaps in like that, boom. These panels will get captured by that, and look, we got a little gapper there, a little gapper, like just over 1/8 of an inch. So what is the Stud Pack gang going to do about that? We could fill this in. We could rip some more 3/4 and lay it in there, but then you'd have a seam right there.
Yeah, and you're always talking about how flush seams are bad, so.
Yeah, well, we could put a piece of thicker material in and have it stick out 1/4.
Let's get a scrap and just put it up there and see like how that would look.
Oh, you're gonna do the dad thing. Just get some scraps and play around and play around with it until you figure it out. Oh.
And why is there already a laser set up?
Well, I don't know. You know Paul and his lasers, he's always got to have one around for something. Oh, I see what you're thinking, Jordan. I know. You want that to go there and that to go there. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, and it might look cool down there at the beam.
Oh. Oh, and down here we could line it up with the bottom of that beam?
Yeah.
Like that. I think that's our only choice.
That's probably it.
We have enough of this?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it. We'll get a number and we'll measure it and rip it. So the other thing we got to worry about is this edge right here needs a hard stop, right? So this piece needs to go all the way up so we have a hard stop.
Yep.
Even that, yeah, like that. If we let that down a little bit, it's going to go in like that, and then our trim piece won't attach. So let's rip this and put it up. It won't take long. Finish our track. Nice. And Rad. Got our trim piece up, and we even started putting this guy on. And Austin's over there caulking. Say what's up, Austin. And let me just show you what we're doing. So it looks like you want to put this that way, but that would be wrong. In this application, it goes this way. So we're putting that up against our trim piece, lining it up, lining the spline up with that slot. And that's how we're getting this spaced the proper distance off of there. Because in some spots, this is a little low. We can't just shove it tight against there. So it looks great. We're going to move down, finish this, do the end, ready to start putting up our finished pieces on the ceiling. And you know what else I realized, Jordan? We ran out of material here on our strapping. I got nowhere to fasten this, so we need another row of strapping right there.
We got it.
We got it, we sure do.
Let's put it up.
We're all finished with our strapping, our trim detail, and this board we put over there. It looks fantastic. We're finally ready to start putting up our cam-clad ceiling material. This is a vinyl product, but this is rugged vinyl. It's not some cheap vinyl product. This is made from the scraps from vinyl windows. So it's already made to be on the outside. Got this really cool honeycomb design right there. And the film on here, it is textured to look and feel like wood. It's not smooth like the back. Can you see that texture on there, Jordan?
No, they'll just have to take our word for it, though.
But I can feel it with my hand. And like we said earlier, no caulking, no painting, no nails to fill, none of the maintenance, just wash it off and you're good to go. So the very first piece, we've already got it cut to length behind Jordan, but we have to cut off this flange on the very first one. We're ready to do that. Let's put up some cam-clad. We got our first piece in. Screws are not over tight. See how we can move it? That's so this can move as it adapts to temperature changes. So it's kind of droopy here, so we're going to put our piece of trim in right here to hold that up. Jordan, 129 3/4 to the long points. All right, guys, just like that, we got 10 pieces up, and it looks fantastic. Now, we come to our first fan box, and the seam goes right down the middle. So what are we going to do? Are we going to mark this one first and cut it with a jigsaw, and then try to put that one up and scribe it and cut it with a jigsaw? No, we're not. I already got my measurements, so we actually put those two boards together. This mark right here is the center of the fan box. So the fan box is 4 inches in diameter. I have a 4 1/8 inch diameter hole saw, and we're going to drill both at once. Austin's pushing them together for me. That's it. Here we go. Wow, so easy.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
That's clean.
All right, let's pull them apart and install them. So it's oh, did I already do it wrong? Man, I sure hope they line up. We going live with this, Jordan? Whatever happened to do one first and work all the bugs out and then come back and video it? Oh, no.
What?
Nope.
So maybe you did have them flipped?
No! That's why I'm doing it live.
Here, just put that piece back in there.
There you go.
And just patch it?
Yeah.
We'll duct tape it.
All
We'll duct
right.
tape it with
You like
brown
that?
tape.
You like that, Jordan?
There you go. All right, take two.
Dad is human. Dad is human. Well, we were going to make the new one and put it up, show you how good I was, and then look what happened. The pilot bit on the hole saw broke. Snapped right off.
Dang it.
So I don't have any more of these, but I got something in the truck that'll work the same. So maybe in an hour or so, we'll have one more board up.
Yeah.
Thanks,
One
Rad.
big time.
Thanks for the support, Rad.
So exciting.
There we go.
All right, that's looking better.
Nice.
That's looking better. Oh, nice.
Nice.
Are we in?
Boom.
And after we got our feet wet and our technique down, we really started flying. This stuff is so light and easy to cut that it just feels effortless. Don't forget to constantly pull a measurement from the beam to the piece you just installed to make sure you're staying parallel all the way down.
Man, Jordan, look at that. That looks amazing. I was up here the whole time, so you know, when you're up close, you don't really get to see it, but let me turn around. Man, that looks fantastic. And we can easily finish this tomorrow, right? And start on our columns. And as you can see over here, guys, we already started putting the trim up just to give ourselves an idea how it looks. It just snaps into that track that we put up at the beginning, right? There are no fasteners. Man, what a system. Love it, love it, love it.
You gotta get out of here.
I do have to get out of here. Today's a big day. You know what? It's the 1 year anniversary of tearing down the old house.
That's
we did
right.
it April 28th last year. Here we are a year later putting up the finished material on the ceiling on the back porch. I think for the 3 of us, 4 of us for a while, we've done a heck of a job, right?
That's right, Dad. But today is the anniversary, the 1 year anniversary of the house, but there's a more important
even
anniversary.
bigger one. 36 years ago today, my wife and I tied the knot. We have a big dinner planned. I got to go home, shower, change, take her out, bud. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, bro.
Bruh?
All right, bro.
Bruh. It used to be daddy, and then it was dad. Now it's bruh. All right, guys, it's the next day. Let's finish our back porch ceiling. All right, guys, something we're always looking for, just like when we're doing flooring. This is a printed piece of material, right? It's not real wood, so the print is going to repeat. So we've been making sure it doesn't repeat. And look at this right here. See the pattern?
Yep.
So we're going to take this board down. It's not screwed yet. We caught it, and we're going to move it down.
Nice catch.
All right, gang, we're down to this board right here. It was actually the very first board we took out of the package when we received our shipment from Camclad, because we wanted to show the girls, we want to take a look at the product. But as you can see, it got some of our infamous red dirt all over it. So we're going to clean it off, but first, it is 80 degrees today, 81% humidity. I am soaked, so I'm going to grab a muck ender. Oh, that feels so good. Clean up a little bit. I'm going to use the same towel to clean this board. These towels are absolutely awesome. Link in the description. We need one more board, which is right here, and then a little ripper of a one. So we're out of full boards, but you remember the one I messed up yesterday where I cut the hole for the fan the wrong end? I think we can use that one and rip off a piece of that for right here. Our other issue is, remember those 2 boxes of screws I bought? 2 boxes at $330 each? We are totally out. 660 screws right here, crazy. So we need 9 more. So Austin's actually like, they found 2. So maybe we got to get the rolling magnet out and find some more. But I got a secret stash. So let's find those screws, get this last board up.
All right, the last piece right here. We have to use this one. We can't use this one because we need the tongue, and the hole is cut out of the tongue on that one. So it has to be that one. And this is literally the last piece that we have on the job site.
Quadruple check.
Yep, that's got to be it.
That's it.
That's got to be it. All right, here we go.
Pull the lever, Rad.
Pull the lever,
Rad. It's the final countdown.
Last piece on the back porch. A little 1 1/8 ripper. Yeah, and you might be saying to yourself, Stud Pack, whatever happened to your slogan, no slivers? Well, the beauty of this, the trim piece is going to cover it. But we did have to put it in.
Yeah. You have to like push your knuckles
You
up.
do.
Nice.
Wow.
Sick.
Woo.
Oh, check it out.
The ceiling's done and it looks fantastic. I am a forever fan. I've struggled with plywood ceilings. The first house I ever owned had interior plywood on the carport ceilings and all the soffits. I absolutely hated it, fought it the whole time. This is just lifetime. I absolutely love it. So our last step is to put up this piece of trim right here. So this tab with the grooves on it, see that, Jordan? It goes inside this slot. And what we started to do, we just buried it. We just hit it as hard as we could so it was seated all the way in here. And if you go over there on your left, Jordan, you can see when we did that, it kind of started to follow the contour of the ceiling. It's flat, but it's not perfectly flat because of our trusses, right? So what we learned, just leave it a little bit down like we did over here and get a little bit of a shadow line and get this piece perfectly straight. So that's what I'm doing. And we may go back and see if we can pull that one down just to dial it in. That's it. Now I'll go back a little bit more just till we get a consistent shadow line. All right, the perimeter is all done, and of course, just like anything else, by the time you get to the end, you figure it out. So we're going back to the beginning. Got my little stainless steel pry bar, and I'm able to get it in here and pull that down. You heard it click? It's clicking down, and then Rad's going back behind me with the block and the hammer, getting us that little shadow line so it looks like perfect. All right, gang, here at the job site, we try to make it fun a couple times a day. We have fun, but we try to play a little game. So the game right now, we have this 20-foot 2x6. We're gonna cut in half. And we each put the mark where we think halfway is. So Austin's been like killing it. He's been doing pretty good. So AP is Austin. There's me, there's Rad, there's Jordan, of course. All right, let's see who's closest.
Is it exactly 20 feet though?
I don't know. That's why we got to measure. It might be
Okay.
20 foot and 3/4.
Oh, we need to use that stuff too.
You alright? Terrible place.
You good?
Who put that there? Who put that there?
That's my offcut station, and we need to use those for the soffit.
Okay, I'm okay. I'm okay, Jordan.
Is it?
It's 241 and a quarter, so halfway would be 120 and 5/8. I'm not going that way.
All right, what? 120 and 5/8?
All right.
120 and
Let's
5/8.
check it out.
What do you do?
Oh my!
Did you actually nail it?
Should have known.
I'm an eighth off.
He's an eighth off.
No,
That's
you're
literally
a
16th.
off.
Yeah.
Jeez,
This place is rigged, man.
Dude.
Of course.
He pre-measured. I think he pre-measured. Dang.
All right, let's cut it.
Dad wins this round.
Nice job. Good job.
Well, that means you get to cut it.
Technically, I got
have my
pretty
safety
close,
glasses.
and I only looked from that end
There's
over
some
there.
right
I didn't
there.
even stand in the middle.
All right, we got all our wood assembled up here for the soffit between the beam and our fascia, so here's how we did it. Now remember, we need a pretty good nailing surface up there. That's why we put these on the flat, because we have to have our channel for our trim piece, and then we have to have a screw about here to put up our actual piece of cam clad. So behind this one, this is our L-shaped piece, right? And then we got these 6-inch structurals into our subfascia. And then on this side, we ripped these 2x4s down to 3-inch. We cut off that factory radius edge, so we have a nice square edge right here on our chalk line. Way easier to reference that square edge than it is a rounded edge on a 2x4. And then again, 6-inch structurals horizontally to tie it to our beam. I think they got the last one in. Yep, we're ready to go. We're gonna put up our trim piece and start putting in all these pieces of fascia. So I got a question for you, Jordan. Did you mark these so that the grain matches when we come through here?
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy. Wow.
I don't think it matters.
I'll start sifting.
Okay.
I'll start sifting.
All right. All right, we're ready to start putting up the soffit. And of course, we want the seams in these boards, right, to line up with those. So I got my Milwaukee laser out actually today, and I've got it lined up with this seam back here. And so now it's projecting that same line here and here. Rad already marked it. So now we can measure back towards me, towards the left, and fill in so that this seam lines up right there. So now Rad measured from the laser beam over here to the left, and we ripped this little guy right there. He's going to test it to see if it fits by lining this seam up on our laser, which remember is lined up with the ceiling on the porch. He says it's good.
That's great.
All right, so hand it back to me. Now what we have to do, we have to put this piece up without these two referencing the laser. So how are we going to do that? There's a few ways, but I got it figured out over here on the table saw. So I made a mark on the fence there, which represents our laser beam, right here on this seam, and I made a mark there, which I don't really need, and I made a mark there. So now I can separate these, line that up on that mark, and then we're going to measure from here to this mark. Remember, that's our laser beam, and then Rad can put the same mark up there and attach this piece, and then we can fly. What are we, 10 and 15?
Yeah, 15.
10 and 15, that's our number. You got a tape, Rad? All right, Rad, is that perfect?
It's perfect.
All right, put it on. We'll do about 6 more courses, and we'll just keep checking as we go to make sure it's all lined up.
What's going on there?
Nice piece, Jordan.
Thanks. Not my third try.
First try, dude. Nailed it.
All right, the ceiling and the soffit on the back porch are done, and I absolutely love the way it came out. Now, for my whole life, I've always used wood products on porch ceilings outside and for soffits, whether it's plywood, like an exterior plywood, or some kind of tongue and groove. But I gotta say, I love this product. I love that there are no fasteners, no nail holes to fill, no caulk, no finishing. We just have to wash it every couple of years whenever it gets dirty. And CamClad makes all kind of materials, right? siding, of course the soffit, and the column covers, which you're actually going to see in the next video. And they come in all different colors, applicable for all kind of different architecture and design. So before we get to the outro, let's go do one of my favorite things, open some viewer gifts. All right, gang, first gift, and it's on my head. And no, it's not a strainer for pasta. It's a bump cap for a baseball cap, right? There you go. No name, but we appreciate it. That'll keep us safe on the job site. All right, let's start down here on my left and go for it. All right, this is from Brian M. Ooh, weehaw. Whoa, guys, wow. Look at those pliers. That is awesome, Brian. Thank you so much. I got a special drawer in my Milwaukee big toolbox that Jordan gave me, right, for Father's Day, that these are going to go in, man.
We're going to have to sharpen a Y right there because we're in Texas.
Yeehaw! Yeehaw.
Oh.
Paul's like, wait.
I'm like, what? Next one. Oh, Milwaukee. Oh, bandsaw.
What the heck?
So I keep a list of tools that I'd like to ask Milwaukee for, and this is on there. Nice. Remember all that conduit we had to cut for the wedding setup?
Yeah.
No more hacksaw. Not sure who sent this, but it's going to get used a lot. Let us know in the comments so we can properly thank you. Let's go on to the next one. Oh, more weehaw.
More weehaw.
Nice.
Precision screwdrivers. I'll have to have a whole weehaw drawer. I hope we're saying that right. Are we saying that right? Insulated Phillips and slotted screwdrivers. Oh, look at that. Woo. Sweet.
Those are nice.
They're so nice, you know, like you don't even want to use them, but they will get well used. Two more from Brian. What we got here, Rad?
I don't want to say it wrong, dude. It looks insane. It's okay. He's wearing a bump cap.
There we go. Do I still have that on? Oh, do I look ridiculous? No, you look great. I look great. All right. A Klein circuit tracer. Look at that. I'm not gonna open it now. I'm gonna take this to my my shop and check that out. Thanks, Brian. We're gonna use that a lot. And this one from Brian, another Milwaukee, a Milwaukee right angle drill, also on my tool list. That's awesome, Brian. Thank you so much. We don't have a right angle drill. We have right angle drill attachments, but not a right angle drill. A crown stapler, another Milwaukee tool I do not have.
Nice.
I have a pneumatic crown stapler, but not a cordless.
That's crazy.
Going full cordless. Jordan, congrats on the wedding. If you guys are ever in Massachusetts, let me know. Take care and enjoy the tools and the gift card. Gift card? Oh, we got to find that thing.
Yeah, we got to find it.
And we would love to go see the Red Sox play. Maybe play the Dodgers one day, huh,
That'd be
Jordan?
great.
Wouldn't that be cool? Now, we have a lot more. We're going to save them for the next video, but there's this one we've had for a little while, and we want to open it today. What?
Okay.
Just wanted to say thank you for all the tips, tricks, and information you guys provide. Good luck with the dream house build and the wedding. Keep up the good work, and remember, go Tigers. That's right. Paul, feel free to square this up and put a frame around it.
What?
Oh my gosh.
No way.
Look at that.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I'm putting this over my bed. I don't care what my wife says. Made by J-Rock, a fellow Louisianian. Love it. American flag stud pack logo. He wrote the date on the back and a nice note here. So that's going to look great in the Stud Pack Dream Garage. Thanks everybody so much. Really appreciate it. Can't tell you how awesome it is to get all these gifts from you guys all over the country. Handmade, as well as all these tools we're going to use forever and ever. Thanks so much. And that's going to be a wrap, guys. If your like button's covered in wood and it's splitting and cracking, you know what to do. Just cover it in cam clad. You'll be good to go forever. Just clean it occasionally, then smash it. Please subscribe. Always check our video description. We leave a ton of good information down there. Merch links, muck ender links, and tool links. Thanks for all the support. We'll see you on the next one.